Hey everybody, welcome to part 2 of the reading tips. If you haven't checked out my first video, I'll link it down below. I basically tried all the reading tips I know to come out of a reading slump and get back into my reading habit, and these are the ones that truly helped me this time around, and I'm here to share them with you. So let's start with the first tip for today, and this is use an audiobook and a physical book together. One of my favorite tricks is listening to an audiobook while following along in the physical book. When I need a push to get reading or want to stay focused for longer, this really comes in super handy. This is sometimes called immersive reading, and it works well because of something psychologists call dual coding theory. Basically, the brain often learns more effectively when it receives the same information through two channels, visual and auditory. For me, this makes comprehension easier, keeps my attention steady, and makes reading long texts feel less overwhelming. I get more engaged with the story and I don't feel like I'm rushing. And also when I want to jot down an idea or take note of something, I can still follow the audio and not miss anything. Tip number 2, tiny wins with sticky notes. Here's a fun one I like to do, and it's surprisingly motivating. I put sticky notes or tabs or just a piece of paper every 20 to 30 pages and remove them as I go. Every time I pull one off, my brain gets that little dopamine hit, that feeling of progress, and it's like a tiny celebration every few pages. Even though it's not a scientific method, it works kind of like positive reinforcement. Momentum builds naturally and I feel accomplished while reading. For me, it also turns reading into a little game, and you can have fun with it and write some encouragements to yourself, or ask someone else to write them for you, or move the sticky notes around, or find other ways to make it more playful. And I think you'd be surprised how much our adult self still appreciates games. Tip number 3, reading sprints using the Pomodoro technique. I love doing reading sprints, short, focused bursts of reading, usually 20 to 30 minutes followed by a little break. This comes from the Pomodoro technique developed in the late 80s, which showed that interval-based focus can help our brains stay highly engaged during short sessions without burning out. Now, because, as mentioned in part 1 of this video, starting can be so difficult, so for me it's all about tricking my mind into thinking, this is just a tiny task, and that makes starting so much easier. After a sprint, I take a 5-minute break to let my brain rest and reset, and often I naturally end up doing another sprint without feeling exhausted. It's such a simple way to stay consistent without forcing yourself to read for hours. Tip number 4, make reading social. One thing that really helps me actually finish books is making reading social. Now, I'm genuinely one of the most introverted people I know, and if it were entirely up to me, I'd probably live on a quiet mountain somewhere. However, humans are social creatures. We are wired for a connection, and we're much more likely to follow through on something when someone else knows about it. Research shows that publicly committing to a goal, in this case when you tell someone what you're reading, it increases the chance you'll actually do it. For me, this is also why I love talking about books online, sharing what I'm reading with you, posting reviews, or chatting about books with friends. All of these keep me accountable in the best way. Book clubs, buddy reads, or online reading groups all use this same principle. We naturally want to keep our promises to others. And honestly, it does make reading feel more fun. It's motivating to have someone to talk about what you're reading, and sometimes a little friendly pressure is exactly what we need. Tip number 5. Read more of what you actually love. One of the best reading tips I need a constant reminder of is to simply read the books I actually want to read. This lines up with intrinsic motivation theory, and it makes so much sense that research shows that we stay more consistent and engaged when we do things we enjoy rather than things we feel like we have to do. When I'm forcing myself to read something I'm not excited about, it always kills my momentum and makes finishing drag on forever. But when I pick a book that genuinely excites me, I read more, I finish more, and I feel proud of my reading habit. And if you're in a reading slump, this is one of the easiest things you can do. Just pick the book that you really want to read, no matter what anyone says about it. I have other things to do than read this book. Why is it that good? I'm contemplating whether to just finish it because I can't concentrate on anything else. It is that simple. When you choose books that spark joy, your brain actually wants to keep turning the pages. And that's it. 5 more tips to make reading easier, more fun, and hopefully a bit more motivating for when you need it. Was there a tip that stuck with you more than others? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget that a reading slump is exactly what it is. A slump, nothing final, and it will pass. If you love this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for spending time with me and my books, and I can't wait to read along with you again soon.